Did you know that ChatGPT can now start to take over your screens and help do work for you? Now, I know that AI can do a lot of really cool things, but for some reason, this one keeps getting me and shocking me every single time. And so in today's video, what I would like to do is I want to show you how you can set up your ChatGPT to take over your screen and help you get work done. With that, I want to show you 3 specific examples of how this works. That way you can not only see, but see it in action so that you can do this yourself. Let's dive right in. As we dive into today's tutorial, you might think or see that AI is using your computer and it might actually freak you out. But it's a little simpler than this, and it's not like you're giving ChatGPT control of everything, but because of AI and AI able to use coding, it is able to help control your screens to help do tasks for you. Now, the reason that this is all possible is because ChatGPT has another app that they've created or another AI that they've created called Codex. Now, you don't need to know how to code. You don't need to be a developer. All you need to know is there's this new app that ChatGPT has that will allow you to do coding functions. And the best part is you can do it all with natural language. Now, until recently, ChatGPT and Codex were actually separate apps, but now they are the same app. So if you just go look up Codex on a Chrome browser, go look at Codex for desktop, you can go ahead and download this, and it's actually just going to be the ChatGPT that you can then switch in and out of Codex. Now, to make it really simple, all you need to know is ChatGPT is great for having conversations back and forth like brainstorming, where Codex is really good at doing things like coding, where you can build out websites, do apps, or even do things like screen control. And so once you log into the ChatGPT desktop app, it's going to look something like this, something that you're super familiar with. And there's going to be a chat function, there's going to be a word function, and then the newest thing is you can switch on this little down right here and go over into Codex, and that is where we are going to be working today. And so now that you have Codex downloaded, here is how everything is going to work. Basically, because you have Codex on your computer, and Codex is an AI coding agent, you are able to give it controls to be able to go do things like take over your screen. So for example, you're able to give it some kind of goal, like go fill out this newsletter, or go help me fill out this resume, or hey, go put a comment in my Discord group, and it will be able to perform your tasks for you. And the way that it does that is it's going to see your screen, and once it sees your screen, it's going to play around with where it can click and where it can type. And then it's just going to go back and forth in this same loop until it figures out the task that needs to be done. And then it is going to finish the task. And in the past, this used to be a really, really slow process. But now more than ever, I have seen my screen fly faster than I am, doing tasks even faster than I could as a human that is experienced in my field. So now that we understand how this works in the back end, let's go jump into our very first example of how we can use ChatGPT to control our screen. And in this case, we're going to use it to help fill out a form for us. Now, to do this, you're going to want to jump over into ChatGPT. And the very first thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that your ChatGPT is set up to do screen control. So you're going to come over into your settings. Then you're going to want to go click on the cogs icon there, and then go over to computer use. And you're going to want to make sure that this one right here called Google Chrome is turned on. And then what it's going to invite you to do is go install the Chrome extension, which will look just like this. And that is how it's going to ultimately take your Chrome control. And so now that that is all connected and set up, we can then go back into ChatGPT. We're going to want to make sure that we are on Codex just to make sure that it works a little bit faster. And then we are going to type the @ sign and type in the word Chrome, and you're going to see Chrome Computer Use pop up. And that's how you know that it's connected and ready to go. And then what we are going to practice doing is we have this job application form here that I want ChatGPT to go fill out for us. And so I'm just going to go ahead and copy this URL, and I'm going to come back over in here. And for testing purposes, I'm just going to have it go make stuff up. But if you were to do this yourself, you'd want to go gather the data or materials that you need to go do like a job application or a form fill out or whatever it may be so that it can work correctly. But all you'll do is go paste the link of where you're wanting it to work and say something like this. Hey, I want you to go open up this link using Chrome Control. And this is just a test to watch Chrome Control work. And So I want you to go fill out the job application with just fake details so that I can watch how Chrome Control works and how it does with filling out forms. And then we're going to go ahead and press send. Now, what you're going to see here is ChatGPT is then going to load up the Chrome Control skill. So you can see right here, I'm using the Chrome Control skill because this test depends on opening the page in your existing Chrome session and interacting with the visible form. I'll use clearly fictional details and won't say anything if the page final action could create a real external record. So you're going to see it's going to communicate with you during the process. It may say, hey, I'll get information from you if it's needed, and I'll just come to you for clarifying questions. And you can see right here on the right hand side, there is this pop-up, and that means that your Chrome has connected successfully. So we could click on that, and that's going to take us over into Google Chrome, where it's then going to start filling things out. Now you know that it is connected because at the very top here, you're going to see that it's created its own tab and created what's called a Chrome group. And then you can also tell because there is this little cursor button right here, and that means that ChatGPT is now taking over the screen. And you can see right there, it is filling out information faster than I could, and it's clicking buttons faster than I could have clicked them. So here in a moment, I anticipate we're going to see it go click on my 18, yes or no. Are you legally authorized to work, yes or no? And you can see right there, it's filling it out so fast, and it's learning over time on what the buttons look like and what the text inputs look like so that it can just get faster and faster. So we've already gone through 2 full screens here of the form, and let's go watch it just for this last one, go fill it all out, and you can see just like that, it rapidly went through it, and now we're 3 pages down and we're 3 pages in. So you could do this with things like job applications or contact forms or inquiries if you're looking to get booked on a podcast or something. This is just one way that you can use Chrome Control to help actually go do work for you. So now that we have successfully got it to go fill out a form for us, what else could this Chrome Control do? And let's give it a little bit of a harder task. This next task that we are going to do is do a full website audit. Now, I come from a website and marketing background where I want to make sure that the website is functional, that the buttons are working, that there's no 404 pages. And with Chrome Control, this is a task that you could give AI to go look through the website like it was a user to make sure that everything is working. So what we're going to do is we're going to go take one of my clients and we're going to go ahead and just grab their website link, and the same exact thing, we are going to head over into ChatGPT and we are going to just do a new chat. We are going to say @Chrome to just let it know that we would like to use Chrome Control, paste the URL for the website and say, hey, this is a client of mine that I built a website for. I would like for you to use the Chrome Control to go around, use the website, and specifically look for any areas that are not working. Like, is there any buttons that aren't working? Is there any areas that might trick people where they might think there's a button, but there isn't? Just basically doing an audit on both usability and user experience. And again, we are just going to go ahead and send that prompt over to ChatGPT. And just like it did with filling out the form, it's just going to give us a little recap here saying, hey, I'm using the Chrome Control skill because the audit depends on real interactions, navigation state, and what the site actually renders in your browser. I'll inspect the key pages, test interactive elements, and report reproducible usability issues with severity and page context. So there again, we can see that the little tab pops up over here. That means that Chrome and ChatGPT have connected successfully. And now what we're going to see is there's that group once more. So it connected to Chrome, and we should see that cursor pop up on the screen here soon to be able to go take over the page and actually start to go test out all of the different buttons and text and things like that. And so right there, you can see it's going and clicking really fast to go actually test out some of the different things. It was so fast, in fact, that it stopped, and now it's going to go relearn and go do something else. So again, I just want to emphasize what's happening here is it's going and clicking things really quickly. It's going and grabbing screenshots. It's going and taking notes. And so we'll just wait just a second to see it go click through again. You can see right there, it's clicking through every single page rapidly, and it's going and looking at all the pages to understand what it needs to do for an SEO audit. So again, First, if I were to go do this myself, I would probably miss a step because of human error. And second, I would not be able to flip through the pages nearly as fast as what ChatGPT just did. So this is another really good use case of how you can go give ChatGPT access to Chrome to be able to go do that audit. And you can see right there, it's still going and looking through the FAQs and things like that. And you can go back and forth. You could be working on a completely separate task and running an audit at the same time. And the nice thing is you don't have to just give it access to your whole Chrome. Because it has access to this Chrome tab, it's going to go about doing its business, going and testing all of these buttons and stuff. And I can go over into my Gmail or over into my CRM and continue to do the work that I do day to day. So I hope you can already see that with a simple connection like the Chrome plugin, you can have ChatGPT go work alongside you so that you can go get more work done and likely even more effective. But the thing is with both the form fill out and with the website audit, both of these were using Chrome Control. But ChatGPT actually takes it a step further where you can do tasks outside of just Chrome and you can actually do tasks with the different apps on your actual computer. And they call this app control. So what I would like to show you now is how you can use app control to use a downloaded app on your computer like Discord, where you can then use ChatGPT to go work inside of Discord for you to help you go perform a task. And so again, all we're going to go do is jump over into ChatGPT. And you are going to want to go to settings again, and then go over into computer use. And then you're going to want to just go to this setting right here and do install any app. That way it knows that it can go inside of the apps on your computer to be able to go perform functions for you. And now that that is all set up, we can just go here and do the app sign and type in app. Okay, it looks like the plugin isn't there. So what we can do instead is say, hey, using the control, I want you to go log into my Discord, and I want you to see if there's any new members that have joined in the last 24 to 36 hours. And then inside of the introductions channel, just go shout these people out, welcome them to the group, let everybody know that we're excited to see them, and let anybody know if we can give you any help with anything inside of the group. And so again, all I'm doing here is I'm just giving it some kind of exercise. Now, this is a pretty simple task where I'm just having it go do a little bit of research within the app, and then I'm going to have it go actually perform the task. But what I have done is if I have like a bunch of YouTube videos or trainings or whatever that I want to go put into Discord, I could then say, hey, go use Chrome Control, go grab any of the material, then open up Discord, then go put it in Discord for me. So just start to stir your brain on some of the different possibilities that are there to be able to actually help you perform some tasks. So right here, you can say it's just asking if it can use computer use. So I'm going to say yes, that's fine. And you can see right here, again, it's opened up this tab. And what it's done is it's opened up Discord. So the difference now is it's not using a Chrome tab. It's actually using the Discord app inside of my computer to go perform the function for me. And you can see there's that little cursor right there. And we're going to notice that it's going to use that cursor to go bop around and to be able to go figure out how it can go perform the task for me. Now, with any of these functions, if you go back into ChatGPT, you can go see what it's thinking about. So it's opening introductions, it's refreshing the Discord view, it's viewing Discord, it's opening introductions again. And you can see it's going to take notes of all of the different things that are happening along the way. So, hey, we just noticed that they just introduced themselves, and it's just going to try to go find out how to do the task the most effectively. And so you can see right there, it already typed a message for me. Everyone, please welcome. A big welcome to Attricia Call. We're excited to have you in Amplify AI. If there's anything that we can do to help you get settled or explore my AI for your business, just let us know. So it's going and typing that entire message for me. And then it's likely going to go find that send button or just use the enter key because it understands that there are keyboard rules to be able to go help do that too. And so right there, it's retyping the message. It's making it a little bit more simple. And again, if we come back, we can see it's thinking here. It's correcting the Discord draft. So it looks like it's just wanting to keep it a little bit simpler. And then it's looking like it might go send that message. Let's see what it pops up right here. And this is kind of the fun part, is you can always just dive in and see what it's doing for you, testing alternative enter keys. So exactly what I just said before, it doesn't see any kind of send button in Discord. So it's trying to figure out how to actually go send the message. And it's probably going to find out that we can just use the enter key, and then it will go send the message on our behalf. And again, at any point, you can always give it safeguards. So say, hey, don't go finish the task unless I approve it, or you can go give it the training it needs. You can go give it the references or the context it needs. So remember, and I say this in all of my trainings, you are the leader. And this is similar to like hiring an employee to go do a task for you. You'd want to have some kind of oversight. You would want to make sure that it's doing the task correctly. You'd want to make sure that you are validating that its work is good. And the same thing goes with AI. You're going to want to make sure that you're training it, that you're giving it the right context, and that you're following up on its work to make sure that it's doing a good job. And so right there, just typed in the message, once again, letting Trisha know that she is welcome. Let's see. Testing alternative enter key events. And right there, it found you right enter key button and it went and sent that message. So just like that, I was able to then go send a message in Discord. Yeah. And so I hope what you're seeing here is before you were having to go look at one screen, copy information, paste it in another screen, go look for more references, then you lose a tab, then you got to reopen the tab. But now you can just use AI to do all of it. You could say, go research this topic, go grab the references, then put that into a Word document, then download the Word document, then go paste it for me. And if this is a little bit overwhelming, don't let it be overwhelming. Just go start with one simple task. Have it just go do a little bit of research and you watch it. Just go post a post on Facebook and just watch it and see what it does. And be careful because there are platforms are going to recognize that you're using an AI bot. And sometimes that is against their terms of service. So just make sure that you're not breaking any rules and you're not getting yourself disqualified. This is my disclaimer that using an AI agent could get you banned or at least get you blocked from using an app temporarily because some platforms don't want this. But in this case, I was able to go post something to Discord really quick. And overall, what's happening is you're using AI as the brain and giving it a bunch of arms and legs to go control your screens, thus giving you a little bit more time back. And so I've showed you can go create a Google form, you can go do an audit, and then you can even go post in Discord, making it so that you can go use AI to help you work with the computer to make it so that you can be more efficient. Now, again, be super cautious. You're going to want to make sure that you give it right instructions. I would never just say, take control of my computer, go. You're going to want to make sure you're getting it specific goals. You're going to want to supervise it to make sure it can get the task done well. And then just don't or expect magic. Like it's probably going to be able to do a lot. And I promise you're going to be impressed when you use this, but don't just expect it to get a bunch of stuff done in one get-go. It's going to take a little bit of time and training. And so the takeaways for today's video is Codex and ChatGPT are the same app and they now have screen control. They make it so that you can do things like use Chrome control and be able to control apps on your computer. And again, go start with the boring win. Just have it go do one thing and watch it take over your screen and be in awe of the really cool things that it can do. And if any of this is interesting to you guys, don't forget to like and subscribe this video. Let me know what you think about this video below. And if you want to have more real-time trainings like this and hang out with people that are always using AI, I do a call once a week where I give the latest and greatest tips on AI, and we have a community that jumps into build rooms and builds with AI together. So if you're interested in that, the link is in my bio below, or you can visit the link on the screen. But guys, thank you so much for diving into today's video, learning how to use AI to control your screen, and we'll see you in the next video.